okay. Yes, you did. I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I now have a death counter too. No, that's not. I don't know what you're doing there. I
A
have
pink gang.
a death. So yeah.
So just a heads up, the big industrial refinery is still chugging away at quite a bit of platinum still.
Cool.
It's almost done with the cobalt, but we've got 124K plus 44K plus 16K still.
Okay. Do we want to get more of that ice, or what are we want to get?
What's the count at right now for the amount of ice we have?
Okay. We have Flash Go, and this is a question for you. He said, I was trying to paint my stuff so the build and repair would deconstruct for me, and so far I have not figured it out, so now my entire base is pink. Now,
Yeah, yeah.
you can show him how to do that because you figured that out.
Yeah, it's if you go into the build and repair system itself, you want to make sure that you have the
Just a second.
setting.
Are you at the build and repair?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
Okay,
now.
just one second. I gotta get out of a
Are you
window,
gonna
and
show my screen?
I am, if I can. There you are.
Okay.
Boom. So I am on your stream, and it's not showing. You say it says you're offline.
I'm live. Figure that part. I just can't figure out how to
Oh,
paint the actual blocks. Oh,
okay.
okay. So there's a few controls for painting. Let me pop out and
I
kind of
wonder
explain it.
if
But
your
most
link changes.
it shouldn't. But I can give you the better link. That gives you the without all the details and stuff.
Okay. Flashco, are you watching his stream as well?
Here, use that one in your browser source.
Okay.
That's better. And it's the muted one, so it doesn't double the voice.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Hmm.
He just pulled it up, so he's going to show you whatever it is you have questions on.
Well, but as
While
far
I
as
try to
painting
fix
blocks
this.
go, I can show you on this little, I can show you on the Wobble monster over here. Or maybe, no, we'll show you on the buggy, because the buggy's pretty plain. But basically, if you are looking at, you want to hold a block in your hand. I just use the regular square block. That one seems to work the best for me. He's still getting offline.
Yeah, I don't,
In Interesting.
I don't know
Um,
what's
at,
going on,
at,
but that's okay.
at any rate, your paint menu, the P for paint, brings this up. By default, the grind color is that pink color, which there's a button in there that will assign this color to whatever slot you have selected. It doesn't seem to matter what skin you use, but I usually just use none and mark it with the pink color. But anything you were to mark with that, the system will then grind out. However, it will by default weld stuff before it'll grind. So if it sees any targets it can weld, like this projector block, it will. Oh, it can't because I put a gyro there. Yeah, sure. It'll try to weld before grinding. And so if you're noticing you paint something and it doesn't seem like it's grinding, it can really help to go into your build and repair system and set the toggle to go grind before weld. Oh, yep. I see in chat. Hi, nice. But yeah, so that being said, sometimes it looks like it's not doing its job. I'm not gonna actually paint this pink because we do have ours set to grind things that are pink like this. Or rather, I guess I can just do this quick and just.
Oh, you to already paint something that is there, you just hold a block in your hand
Mhm.
and hit the middle mouse button.
Middle mouse button. Yeah.
So,
So, for example, I'm gonna grab this blue, and so I'm clicking my mouse wheel on the block, and so whatever block you're touching with the block, when you click middle mouse button, it will color it whatever color you've selected in the paint menu and whatever texture. So I'm using retro future in this blue color. And so as I go through and middle click on each block, it'll start to change colors. So that way you can kind of precision paint. Now, if you want to do an entire grid, you can hold Control and Shift and hit the middle mouse, and it just paints everything on the grid. Not subgrids, so the wheels don't get the color, but the main grid. So Control Shift and middle click does the whole thing. Now, be careful with that. It is so easy to paint entire things that color, a full color accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once you get it down where you have the grind color, it's so cool because then you can just say, okay, cut this, cut this, cut this, cut this, and then just let it do its thing while you're off building something else. But yeah, that is the primary thing you need to know is middle mouse click pretty much does everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the other thing to know is have a block in your hand, and in any block, it doesn't really matter what you do, but I find the square block just to be the easiest to paint. You just touch the block you want to paint, and then bam, middle mouse click. Or Control Shift. Sometimes I just go through like this and just repaint things and go, what color looks best? Purple's pretty nice. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
I
keep
like
the
the
purple.
purple.
Should we Tron it out? Purple Tron?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, it's no, Randy, but
I like the purple chrome better.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of like the purple chrome over the other.
Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Yep.
I'm not gonna bother going two-tone, but
So
yeah, this thing's ridiculous. This, while it looks amazing, is a terrible design. The Randy is so much better of a design in terms of stability and resiliency. This thing, good luck not flipping it. In fact, let me. I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna take a fresh blueprint of this. Yeah, go try not to flip that.
Well, I can. I just gonna go like this fast.
No, you gotta have fun with it. It has one gyro.
Oh yeah, it's you have to counter steer.
Yes, you have to be really careful about those turns. You can see it just wants to flip.
I'm gonna do this. I'm going over the mountain. There is.
Your base is now red. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah. It sucks when you get it a whole color and you're like, oh my god, it's gonna take forever to redo it. You can at least start with a base color and go from there. So I'm glad to hear that got you set on the right track.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You did great not wrecking it, but you can tell this thing wants to wreck.
Oh yeah, there was at least one point where if I didn't counter steer, I was flipping.
Yeah, and that one gyro isn't enough.
Yeah, but it did jump over the mountain pretty easy. It's got some kick to it.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, this thing wants to go fast, so I think I might go try the mountain jump too, because that looked fun.
It was hilarious. I loved it.
I even reduced the steering way down. Oh!
Or you could do that.
We're good. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, this thing can jump. Wow, I did not expect to jump that high.
Oh yeah, it's got some kick to it.
And this is just a scout. This has no weapons. This has no storage. It's just a scout, but it's terrible because it's meant to be fast and stable, and it's one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So
well,
actually, you know what?
Both,
that
you
being
really
said,
need wider and longer.
Yeah, that being said, I actually am going to mark this for deletion. And it actually looks really good in that color. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to use it in this color. Okay, guys, let's get in.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, as soon as Bar's done with everything else, and
it looks so good. I wish it was more stable. And it's like I haven't made a lot of 4-wide designs like these super compact. Or these like, I guess they're not as compact. I've seen 2-wide designs, but these 4-wide designs are tough to. I feel like they're tough to make stable with just 4 wheels. But God, it looks good though, don't you think?
Oh, I like it. I mean you definitely
really...
got to be careful. If you had like this terrain isn't bad.
Yeah.
But if you had other terrain, then yeah, it would not be good.
Yeah, I mean, the part of the reason I wanted to come to this planet was because I wanted to just tear around in rovers like this. I knew that we were going to have to do some scouting, and I thought this would be really fun to do some rover scouting. Because yeah, it's like when you first play Space Engineers, and you're like, gotta make a car. Oh, we're losing sun. I do wish there was a sleep today mechanic in this game.
That would be so nice. Okay, so what do we want to do? We could.
Should we show off the Wobble monster?
Yeah, I don't know if you were here when we did the Wobble monster.
I think so.
You're not saying anything, so
let me get my cam in. Well, there is a 5-second delay.
There is, yes.
Yeah, so fire it up.
Okay, so this is the Wobble monster. This is what he built. I'll let him explain some things, but I'm just going to get a nice side view because, it's really good. Oh, you were AFK? Okay, well, this is the Wobble monster. That's not going that hole.
So this, I attempted to attach standalone wheels to suspension, and as I know, right? I did not expect this at all. This was a complete surprise to me. I don't even really necessarily know how this is possible. But what I did was I attached standalone wheels to wheel suspension, and I later learned that the wheel models for the standalone are different than when you just click add wheel. And apparently this can happen where your wheels get mounted off center. So these are the 2x2 wheels, and it appears of the 4 blocks space they take up in small grid, there's only one of those 4, so like a quarter of this wheel is attached.
Which kind of makes sense with how it drives.
So it got nicknamed the Wobble Monster.
And the speed limit, which is the max speed this thing can go without clanging out.
It's 6K. That's it. It's literally the slowest speed I have ever set on. Look at this. Because if you go 6K. Hold on, we're gonna take a blueprint of it because I'm gonna show you what happens if you turn the speed up. So we're just gonna go 40. Actually, 40 is not too bad, but it looks
not bad. It's not as fun as 6, but
it looks like a cartoon. Or like a cat scrambling. And I don't understand, but it actually... Oh, no!
There you go. There's your clang.
I don't understand, but it does move. All right, so we're just gonna admin flip it because we're not gonna. I'm gonna actually mark this for deletion as well. But yeah, it's great to watch, isn't it? I was not expecting this thing to do that, so we spent a good while laughing about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. We had a race earlier.
Yeah, we raced to the safe zone with a couple of them. It was really fun. Although I did resort to dirty tactics.
You did. Is bars on?
It is, but bars might be trying to build. Because there's a lot of build stuff.
That's true. We got a lot of build things waiting.
So here's a good time where I can show you where it looks like it's not doing its thing. So let me go into the build and repair system, which we just nicknamed bars. If I come in here and I go to grind before weld, it'll prioritize grinding now. And you can see immediately it starts to take stuff. Oh, I get it. It's the quad driller over here is chucking stuff out, and so it's occupied picking stuff up from the refinery. So let me turn throw out mode off so it's not so occupied with that.
Yeah, bar is great for picking things up too.
Yeah.
You can just drill and drill and drill, and it'll pick it up for you. And...
Yes, early game drilling is great. And I know some servers have increase the cost for the build and repair system, so that you got to have superconductors, and we're playing with like the original version that's relatively cheap. And so early game, what you do is you put one on your main ship, you park it right next to a drill hole, and then you just let it. You just drop everything, and it picks everything up you drop, and it's so efficient for early game. I mean, we got we got all the way to a mothership within like 2 episodes because of bars.
Yeah, we just put the things down.
Like what? Maybe 6 hours playtime.
Yeah. Fleshko,
maybe more like 8.
Chat said it will save me so much trouble when picking up my 36 wide planet driller.
Yes, exactly. That's a lot of steel plates.
It might take a while to drill it all, but as you can see,
I'm gonna mark this guy for deletion as well. Usually build and repair by default targets the furthest stuff first, so that's why I gave up on this one and just switched to the other one. But we'll help it out. I will say I like that scout, but I'm not sure what I need to do to make it more stable, if I'm being honest.
Well, stable is, you try to make it very skinny. And that's not going to be stable in this game. You kind of need it wide.
I know. I would like to try. I'm trying to make a
long.
4 wide stable, and that's, I think, where the problem is. But
yeah, it's
like
not
this,
really work.
as you can see in this one, it's got length. It's got 6 wheels. I'm still shocked that this 6-wheel setup has been so resilient. Because I figured right away we go, haha, 2x2 wheels aren't enough. You know, we got to go by 3x3s. Flashco says 10 pistons lifting a 28 piston long tower with a 36 drill wide head at the bottom, and the drills are on an advanced rudder, so they spin too. Oh my god, that sounds like something Veggie would build.
Yeah, I would do that.
10 pistons that lift a 28 piston long tower. My god. Yeah, I mean, that's one way. I mean, I can see you now, Veggie, dreaming up ideas like, maybe we can do something like that.
We could. We're not going to do it today, but, you know, I mean, I tend to overbuild. Like, this thing has 4 gyros on it. I usually have like 9 on something that size.
Yeah, it's true. You tend to overdo it with the gyros.
Yeah, I'd probably have at least 5 or 6 batteries. I only have 2.
It's honestly not the worst thing.
So, you know, I probably have too many gyros, but what I want to do is put the new thrusters that we have to replace these guys. But we're going to wait until we can get our mothership back into space. So, since you're in our chat there, Flashco, we call this Moshi. Nobody in chat knows why we called this Moshi. So,
wait, do you have Randy? You didn't see that.
What did you?
That's not, you remember that projection I showed you that was essentially like a lo-fi nudie of a female space engineer?
I don't remember. No.
Yeah, I don't think I have a. Let me do this. Well, yeah, we'll just then forget I said anything about it.
I'm gonna forget all about it. So
I definitely don't have any adult space engineers content in my projections folder. Not at all.
Flashco says my first space attempt ship was too heavy to leave my starting valley, and that happens. I hate when it's enough to just sort of get up and then that's it. And it can't really
you
stay
get
up.
Yeah, you get like halfway out and then your ship goes, oh, I can't go any further. Oh my god.
I don't like that at all. But
grids are not supported, the largest grid will be used. So what's the largest grid? Oh no, don't start making it.
It's going
no, don't start making it. Stop.
You're putting a ship on top of my ship?
I would like to make a second one.
So
okay?
I should get this out of the way, is what you're saying.
Well, honestly, I just should turn off bars for a second.
P. There we go. Let's just get this out of the way.
See you, Randy. The whole tail end of it is just flattened too. I think we just don't put anything on the back because we just, you know, 20 large atmo thrusters just to hover was using 68% of my power coming out of 28 batteries on large grid. Yeah, he had some weight. It sounds like you had some wealth in those cargo containers. So let's see. Let's do on, but we're going to.
Now, while he's doing that, if you're watching my stream, if not, I'm standing in the back of Moshi. We are going to put back here, there's going to be a piston with a connector or a magnetic plate, which is like a landing thing. And it will lift up like Randy. And then a door will close under it. And then you can drive it to wherever you want within that hangar. That's what we're kind of thinking about for the back. But I don't know if we're going to get much of that built today. But our normal schedule is Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Central Time, and we will be we reliably stream those 2 days. This is kind of a bonus stream.
Glasgow one says they only had 10 large cargo containers. Yeah, just 10. Thank you for the follow, by the way, FlashGo1. I really appreciate that. That'll keep you updated. So when we stream, like he said, usually Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you'll get notifications for that. But thank you. Really appreciate the follows.
Yeah.
Oh, and you just followed Veggie too. Thank you very much for following Veggie. He's pretty great. Oh, you got little new effects. I just saw that.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't have my schedule up yet. I'm switching over from Nightbot to Stream Elements, and I don't have all the commands in right now. But I was just going to put up the schedule, and then I remembered I can't because that was in Nightbot, and I don't have it in Stream Elements yet. But basically, it's just saying the same thing. It's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. There's a good chance on one or both of those days that I'll do Rocket League starting around 5:30 or 6. Just because I'm an impatient person, and while he's setting a lot of stuff up, I just kind of do some Rocket League.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like your warm-up game.
Yeah. So I stream that. So if you're into, watching that and you're bored, you can come join for that. Sometimes he casts me as well, so you can see it on both channels.
I'm just cameramanning right now. This is just a really lovely angle of you being illuminated by by the random whirling.
Okay. Well, I was just kind of.
You could emote at the camera if you felt so inclined.
I could.
If you had it.
I always
set my toolbar 9 to be all the emotes.
Well, I did. I don't have.
So some of them, they're really bugged. Some of them work and some of them don't.
Did the wave one work?
No.
Oh, well, that sucks. I waved.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
So, FlashGo said 10 large oxy tanks, 2 large hydro tanks, 2 refineries, 5 assemblers, plus the 20 hydro also pointed down, plus the others needed to fly in space.
20 hydro.
That's a lot of stuff.
The 20 large ammo, man. Yeah, you were loaded.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you needed 10 large oxy tanks. Hydro tanks, maybe, if you had...
just in case, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not against it.
That's what they say in, like, scuba diving. It's 1/3 for the way down, 1/3 for the way back, and 1/3 for emergencies, right? So he's just making sure his 1/3 meant he could go way out.
He can go way out.
All the way out.
So, so is it building your thing now?
Extremely slowly.
Yeah. It's working on the inside out. You got roughly have?
Let's see here. Give me, just
Yeah,
give
it's
me like,
doing a good job.
can't get those out of here? Why can't I move those?
I don't know what you're moving. I'm not watching your stream. I should
No, the
probably.
connector up top doesn't seem to be able to let me pull stuff. We.
I'm gonna have to watch your stream now, just because I got it.
Oh, I wonder if this was connected through the hydrogen. I think the landing
Oh,
pad
that would do
is
it.
connected. Yeah.
That would do it. Yes,
Yeah,
it would.
we just cut off the hydrogen system, so I think we unconnected some landing pads. But this was coming along well. We're getting there.
You want to land on the moon or asteroid, mine all the platinum and uranium I would need, and then fly back and land it back at base. And you're getting buffer loops.
Oh, yeah. There, where it's just, streaming. I think.
Okay. And honestly, you
Yeah.
can just pick whoever you want to watch. That's fine. It's the same content. It's just a different view, really.
Yeah, it's a co-stream, so typically we stream the same stuff. So you're welcome to hang out in either one. And we will communicate either way. I read his chat and he reads mine, so we can. If you talk to us on either one, we will be able to respond. Yeah, just make sure you're in one or the other. That's all. Okay, looks like.
Yeah, well, he has a way better machine than I do. Way better. We have the same internet though, so it's not going to be our internet, but he's got all the fancy cards, and mine is about 10 years old. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I see a way to make this work. So I think we come around like this with this guy, and we're gonna need to repeat that on the other side. Around. Yeah, we're gonna all the way around here.
Yeah, all the way around. All the way.
The ship is
all the way around.
Oh, I stubbed my toe.
Oh, that's a death right there. Or unalive in your stream.
Unalive, yeah. There we go. So that will connect that up. So flip over to the other side. So we kind of gutted, like I said, we gutted where the thrusters were, and it's kind of created some issues.
Oh, that's pretty good. I got a laptop that had the AMD. I don't know the number, but I don't think it's the 2K series.
Okay, that should pipe
So
up.
eventually I'm going to upgrade. And once I do, mine's going to be better than his. And then he's going to be jealous of my machine.
And then he'll show me.
But,
oh, I didn't know you were jealous.
I'm not that jealous. I'm just glad you got something good.
Yeah, well. Yeah. You hand built it too. Nice. Yeah. I did that with my current build as well, because it'd been a while since I actually put together a PC. I'd been relying so heavily on laptops since I was doing a lot of web work, and it was just handy to have a laptop for client stuff.
Yeah. Well, I got a laptop because I travel a little bit. It's just good to be able to put it in a bag and go. So.
Yeah, I've got an old one as well that's got a 1060 in it, and it feels a bit dated now, especially by comparison, obviously. But but still, that being said, it's it's nice to have a more modern rig.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you, if you put money into the GPU, it means you don't have to do it as often. But I personally, I don't think I make enough to stay current all the time. So.
Yeah, I remember I worked with a guy who told me he'd upgrade his PC every 2 years. He would build a completely new PC every 2 years, and I did the math on that and was like, I can't afford that. I can't. That's just out of range for me. He was a pretty hardcore competitive gamer too, so I think that was just like, he's like, this is what I do for fun. This is my thing. And I don't know, I certainly, I've been watching GPU prices, and I've been kind of, in the back of my mind dreaming about, putting a second GPU in this thing and supercharging it.
Hmm. Well,
But
I mean,
also,
that's something you can do it whenever.
you might go up if you need a more modern GPU. Yeah, you paid 150 bucks for an RX 580 when it was already 5 gens old. Yeah,
Yeah.
not bad price for that though at all.